Hi everyone, welcome to my classroom. I'm Neetu Ann Thomas, working as the Assistant Professor in the Department of Civil Engineering, SNIT Adoor. Today we are going to start off with the fourth module of Principles of Management, which is being taught for S6 KTU students. And here we go. So now we'll start off with the fourth unit, Managerial Decision Making. Usually managers make decisions in order to solve organizational problems. That is, there'll be different organizational problems that will be arising in an organization due to different situations, and the managers are the people who come to a conclusion. That is, they should make a decision in order to solve the problem. So decision making is a process by which a course of action is chosen from available alternatives for the purpose of achieving desired result. So there will be different number of alternatives available to make a decision, and the managers are the people who choose the correct option from the many alternatives that has been provided. So when you talk about steps in decision making, the steps in decision making involves defining the problem. So, the starting point in any attempt to a logical decision making must be the recognition of the problem. That is, we should understand what the problem is from the starting itself so that we can work out on the solution. Even if we don't know that what is the real actual problem, then we cannot work on its solution. So the decision making process starts from the identification of the problem. Once if we identify what the problem is, we can sort out a suitable solution. So the step in decision making start off with the identification of the problem. Secondly, it is analyzing the problem, or the analysis of the problem. So the second step is a detailed study of the problem involved. Analysis will help the managers to have a detailed idea of the problem. That is why you have analysis, in order to have a detailed idea of what the problem is. So the information relevant to the problem should be gathered in order for the analysis. Information about the problem, that is, if you have a problem in an organization, who all are responsible for the problem, why this problem arose, these are the many things that you should know for analyzing the problem. So the whole idea of the information or the relevant information of the problem should be gathered for the analysis of the problem. That will help us to understand the root cause of the problem. That is, what is the main cause of the problem. Say for example, you may have indisciplined employees in your organization. So because of some issue, the employees are behaving in an indisciplined manner. That may be because of the wage problem. That may be because of the environmental situation in an organization. That may be due to the inconvenience in the transportation facilities. So there are n number of reasons because of why this employees are behaving in an indisciplined manner. So the actual reason for the indiscipline should be brought out by the manager in order for analyzing the problem. So that is being said in analyzation of the problem. Thirdly, it is developing alternative solution. Developing alternative solution. So most of the time there will be several feasible alternatives. So it is worth doing a research in order to ensure there are many good alternatives. So there will be n number of alternatives from which you have to choose best or some good alternatives or some satisfactory alternatives in order to conclude to a best solution. So there are various alternatives available in order to get a most satisfactory result of a decision, that is developing alternative solutions. So the fourth one is selecting the best solution. So from the given alternatives, we are choosing the best out of the chosen elements, and if other elements of the decision making have been carefully done, the choice of the best alternative is done by selecting the alternative which best meets the chosen criterion. That is, we have a set of criterion to be fulfilled for a given set of decisions, and we have to choose which is the best among the chosen alternatives. That is being done in decision on the best solution. Fifth one is implementing the decision. So a decision has no value unless it is implemented. So after selection of the best alternative, the next step is to convert the selected alternative into the effective action, that is implementation. So when you choose the best alternative, we have to implement it to the decision making. Until and unless it has been implemented, it doesn't have any value. And the sixth and the final step of decision making process is follow up. So in this stage, managers must constantly monitor all developments which is happening in the organization. Follow-up is necessary to decide whether the decision already taken should be continued or modified in the later stage. So follow-up action is needed in order for the managers or the people working in the organization to decide whether to continue on the present decided criterion or should alter some of the changes which has been needed in the chosen criterion. So that is follow-up. That is needed to decide which action is the action that has been already taken to be continued or to modify it. So that these are the steps which is being taken in decision making process. These are the 6 steps.